Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daily English with Sarah and Leo, where learning English is easy and interesting. I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah, and hello to all our listeners. It is great to be back here with you today. I am Leo.
It is a beautiful morning, isn't it, Leo? I am feeling so energized and ready to help our listeners today. How are you feeling?
Well, Sarah, I'm okay, I guess. I am feeling a little bit embarrassed, actually, but I'm happy to be here.
Oh no, why embarrassed? You are usually so full of energy. Did something happen on your way to the studio today?
You could say that. I went to that new barbershop down the street this morning. I thought I would look sharp for our recording session.
A haircut? That is usually a great way to boost your confidence. Did it not go as planned, Leo? You look a bit different.
Different is a very kind word, Sarah. I feel like a completely different person, and not in a good way at all.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. Why are you wearing that giant wool hat when it is 20 degrees Celsius outside today?
I tried to get a haircut, but I didn't know the words. I just pointed and grunted. Now, well, I have a completely shaved head.
Oh, Leo, I see. Don't worry, we can fix the English, if not the hair. Today we are learning how to describe exactly what you want.
Oh, thank goodness. I really need to learn how to say trim instead of just waving my hands around like a crazy person.
Before we dive into Leo's hair disaster, if you find our lessons helpful, please take a moment to subscribe and like this episode.
Yes, please share it with your friends who might also be afraid of the barber. It really helps our channel grow so much.
Exactly, Leo. Supporting the show helps us help you. Now, let's go back to the start of your tragedy. You walked into the shop.
Right. I sat in the chair. The barber looked at me and said, "What are we doing today?" I just panicked, Sarah.
That is a very common question. Let's give you some tools. A formal way to start is, I would like a haircut, please.
I would like a haircut, please. That sounds very safe and polite. I like that one.
It is. Now, a casual version you might hear is, just a quick cut for me today. It's friendly and relaxed.
Just a quick cut for me today. Although maybe not too quick, or they might cut off everything again.
True. And for a native or slang feel, you can say, I'm looking for a fresh look. It means you want something new.
A fresh look. I like that. It sounds like I know exactly what is happening in the fashion world.
Notice the intonation, Leo. In I'd like a haircut, please, your voice should go up slightly at the end to sound polite.
I'd like a haircut, please. Wait, Sarah, what if the barber asks me a question I don't understand right at the beginning?
Good question. If that happens, just say, could you repeat that slowly? Most barbers are very happy to help you feel comfortable.
Okay. Could you repeat that slowly? I will definitely remember that for my next visit in 3 months when it grows back.
You're on fire, Leo. That is the perfect way to handle confusion. Now, let's talk about the most important part, the length.
Yes, this is where I failed. I wanted just a little bit off, but he took, well, everything off.
You need the word trim. A formal request is, I'd just like a light trim to tidy things up, please.
I'd just like a light trim to tidy things up, please. Tidy things up means to make it look neat, right?
Precisely. Now, casually, you can say, take about an inch off the top. This gives the barber a specific measurement to follow.
Take about an inch off the top. Sarah, how much is an inch? I usually use centimeters.
Ah, good point. An inch is about 2.5 centimeters. You can also use your fingers to show the distance.
So I can hold my fingers up and say about this much? That feels much easier than guessing the numbers.
Definitely. Now, for a native way to say it, just a little off the top and sides. It's very common and clear.
Just a little off the top and sides. That is exactly what I should have said this morning.
When you say a little, make sure to emphasize the word little so they don't get too excited with the scissors.
What if I want it really short on the sides, but long on the top? Is there a special word for that?
Yes, that leads us to our next step. But remember, always be specific about where you want the hair removed.
I have learned my lesson there. Specificity is the key to not being bald by accident.
That's a perfect summary, Leo. You are learning so quickly. To answer your question about short sides, we use the word fade.
A fade? Like the way a color disappears? That sounds very artistic and cool for a haircut.
Exactly. A formal way to ask is, I would like a taper fade on the sides, please. It's very professional.
I would like a taper fade on the sides, please. It sounds like I'm ordering a very fancy coffee.
It does. For a casual vibe, try keep it long on top and short on the sides. It is simple and effective.
Keep it long on top and short on the sides. That seems like a very safe thing to say.
It is. And for the slang version, many people say, give me a skin fade. This means the hair fades into the skin.
Skin fade. That sounds a bit extreme. Is that what happened to me today? Is my whole head a skin fade?
Not quite, Leo. You got a buzz cut, which is short everywhere. A fade is a style with different lengths.
Oh, I see. What about if I want my hair to look, not flat, like it has more depth?
You mean layers. You can ask, could you add some layers for more volume? This adds different lengths throughout the hair.
Could you add some layers for more volume? Volume means it will look bigger, like a 1980s rock star?
Not necessarily. It just means it won't look flat. It's about how the hair moves and sits on your head.
Okay, layers for volume. What if I have a picture on my phone? Is it rude to show the barber a picture?
Not at all. In fact, it's highly recommended. You can say, I have a photo of the style I'm looking for.
Oh, that is a lifesaver. I have a photo. I will definitely use that next time. It saves so much talking.
Exactly. A picture is worth 1,000 words, especially in a foreign language. Now, let's talk about how to finish the appointment.
Right. The barber usually turns the chair around and shows me the back with a little mirror. I never know what to say.
That is the time for final adjustments. A formal response is, that looks excellent. Thank you for your help.
That looks excellent. Thank you for your help. Even if I actually hate it and want to cry?
Well, if you need a change, you should speak up. You can say, could you take a bit more off the sideburns?
Could you take a bit more off the sideburns? Sideburns, those are the bits of hair in front of my ears, right?
Yes, exactly. Now, casually, when they ask if you like it, you can just say, looks great, thanks. Just what I wanted.
Looks great, thanks. Just what I wanted. I wish I could have said that today. Instead, I just stared in shock.
It happens to the best of us. For a native touch, you might ask, do you think I should put some product in it?
Do you think I should put some product in it? Product means like gel or wax or hairspray, right?
You got it. It's a general word for anything you put in your hair to style it. It shows you value their professional opinion.
That makes sense. What product do you recommend? I can ask that too. It makes me sound very advanced.
It really does. And one last thing, intonation. When you say, looks great, Make sure you sound happy or they might think you're lying.
Looks great. Looks great. What if they ask me if I want a wash or a shampoo at the end?
That's usually extra money. You can say, "No thanks, I'll wash it at home," or "Yes, please, that sounds relaxing."
No thanks, I'll wash it at home. I need to save my money to buy a very nice hat for the next month.
You are doing wonderfully, Leo. Now, let's review the key phrases for our listeners. Please repeat after me. I would like a haircut, please.
I would like a haircut, please.
Just a light trim to tidy things up.
Just a light trim to tidy things up.
Take about an inch off the top.
Take about an inch off the top.
Could you add some layers for more volume?
Could you add some layers for more volume?
I have a photo of the style I'm looking for.
I have a photo of the style I'm looking for.
Could you take a bit more off the sideburns?
Could you take a bit more off the sideburns?
Do you think I should put some product in it?
Do you think I should put some product in it?
Excellent pronunciation, Leo. Your th sounds in things and thank you were perfect. How are you feeling now?
Honestly, Sarah, I feel great. I feel like I could walk into any barbershop in London or New York right now.
Even without your hat on, you feel ready to explain a complex style to a professional barber?
Absolutely. I am the master of the barbershop. I am the king of the haircut. Let's do this.
All right then, big talker, step into my shop. Next, please sit down in the chair.
Thank you. It's a very nice shop you have here.
Thanks, mate. So, what are we doing today? You looking for a total change or just a clean-up?
Actually, I'm looking for a fresh look. I'd like a taper fade on the sides, please.
A taper fade, eh? Nice choice. And how much do you want me to take off the top?
Let's take about an inch off the top. I'd also like you to add some layers for more volume if possible.
Can do. There we go. All finished. Have a look in the mirror. How does the back look to you?
It looks excellent, thank you. Could you just take a tiny bit more off the sideburns?
No problem. Snip, snip. Better? You want any wax or pomade to finish it off?
It looks great, thanks. What product do you recommend for this style? I want it to stay messy but cool.
Bravo, Leo. That was absolutely perfect. You handled every question like a native speaker.
Thank you, Sarah. I feel so much better. I think my hair might even start growing faster now that I know how to talk about it.
I'm so proud of you, Leo. And to our listeners, remember, don't be afraid to make mistakes or use your hands to show what you mean.
Yes, and definitely bring a photo. It makes everything so much easier when you're nervous, like I was.
Exactly. Now, for our question of the day, have you ever had a haircut tragedy like Leo? What happened?
Oh, I really want to hear these stories. Please comment below and tell us what you said or what you wish you had said.
We can't wait to read your responses. Practice your haircut vocabulary this week, even if you're just talking to yourself in the mirror.
Great advice, Sarah. Thank you for the lesson today. I feel much more prepared for my next visit to the barber.
You're very welcome, Leo. See you next time, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. See you in the next episode.